a part of us that's real as the sun, as real as Mother Earth. And there is a part of us that is constantly changing, constantly becoming. And when it becomes something, it changes again. And that part of us is the shadow. Shadow is not necessarily evil. Shadow is just that part of us that's always finding itself versus the truth that lives in us, known as the true self. It's important to do some shadow work to investigate how much are we willing to be identified by our changing, our becoming, rather than being who we already are, divine and enough unto ourselves. A balance between our truth and our shadow works, because then the shadow can have fun playing in the world and not really knowing what it is and why it's looking for what it's looking. While the being within us, the truth within us, can be a support. Conflict arises or tragedy occurs when the shadow takes on a life of its own and has no inkling of the self at all. In my work and through my podcast, Shadow to Self, and through my teachings in my book, Sovereign Self, and all the work I do, I try to gently rein in the shadow and introduce it to its true nature, the nature of the divine self that has kinship or reality shared with the cosmic reality itself. We really have way deeper roots than we ever imagined and more power than we could possibly conceive of. Once the shadow is informed of its true nature of light, the shadow is no longer the ordinary shadow. It becomes infused with light, and it can play, relax, and simply be. I invite you to Vedic shadow work.